Before my next trip even starts, I already spent 1,300 euros on a motorcycle. Not on gear, not on visas, just trying to prevent any possible technical problems in Central Asia. Welcome back. Before I tell you what exactly I have changed and the actual numbers, let me tell you that my motorcycle was on 90,000 kilometers before I start all of this preparation. So some parts has to be changed anyway, like a clutch plates and the battery. In your situation, might be a little bit different, but just have this in mind when you calculate your future prices. Now, something very important. No matter how reliable one model is, nothing lasts forever. Every part or a component of your motorcycle has some life expectancy and you shouldn't go beyond it. It is not a big deal if you only commute locally, but if you plan a trip, especially internationally, you cannot make any compromises. Or, as I said many times before, everything you do before the trip will help you during the trip. Alright, enough rambling, let me finally show you what I have done so far. The first, maybe the most important, the most difficult and probably the most expensive job that you have to do is to check your valve clearance. I did it in my friend and mechanic's garage and it looks like everything was in the specifications, in the lower range but still in the specifications. That's why I did not did anything right now. I postponed it for a later stage when I have to change the timing chain anyway. At that day, because everything was already dismounted here and open, I changed the spark plugs. They were fine, but I prefer to start with the new spark plugs. After that, I changed all wheel bearings, front wheel, rear wheel and the sprocket carrier bearing as well. They were all in good condition, but as I said, I prefer to start only with new parts. The only bearings I didn't change were here in the center column because they are in perfect condition. I just cleaned them and lubed them properly to be ready for the next 20,000 kilometers. Did the same with the linkage underneath and the swing arm bearings. Removed everything, opened it, cleaned it, re-lubed it and fit it back again. We opened the forks, inspected, cleaned it and changed the oil as well. The service socks that I have were in good condition, so they will remain the same. And these are actually I changed after my Magadan trip, which means around 30,000 kilometers away, but they are still in perfect condition. We also changed the antifreeze because it was still the original, 4 years old, almost 5 years old. Now I have a fresh one to start my next trip. Also during that time, because the tank was removed anyway, we inspect and check the whole electrical installation just to make sure that everything is alright, everything is on the place, no wires that are compromised, no connections, everything was perfectly fine. The whole procedure cost me around 250 euros and I know that it is very cheap, but the mechanic is a friend of mine. Also, I live in Bulgaria where the labor is a little bit different than Western Europe, but this is the price that I have paid so far for all of these things that I just told you. I had some suspicions about the original battery and after a proper load test, it looks like I was right, the battery was gone, or at least it will go very soon, and because I didn't want to risk on the trip, I bought a new battery just to make sure that it will survive the journey. The price of the new battery was 80 euros. After that, we changed the brake fluids, front and rear. They were about 3 years old and it was the time to change them, and the engine oil as well. I also bought 3 sets of rear brake pads. One I will put on the motorcycle and will start with, and 2 I will have with me as a spare. I use the rear brakes very seriously all the time, in every braking actually, and on my motorcycle they finish between 8 and 10,000 kilometers, so I want to be sure that I will have brakes for the whole journey, which is about 20,000 kilometers. Everything all together, the brake fluids, the oil change, the brake pads and the labor costed me another 150 euros. 2 days ago I changed the chain and sprockets as well, just to make sure that they will survive my next journey. And of course installed a new 3D mesh on my seat. Many people asked in the comments what is the deal with this 3D mesh. This is one of the best modifications that you can make on your seat that will provide the necessary comfort for almost no money. If you don't know what exactly it is, just Google it or try to find it on Amazon or AliExpress, for example. It costs usually a few dollars but makes miracles. The price for the new chain and sprockets and labor was 220 euros. Then I spent another 70 euros and bought a different tail for my motorcycle. It comes from AirTech. I'm not paid from them, I just bought it with my own money. It has this nice feature. This is the normal position of your number plate, but if you think that you're gonna have a big jumps and you might destroy the number, you can change it like this. So you have a different angle and then go back to normal when you need it. But the best feature that it has is that you can remove the actual number plate. It has two pins on the rear side and you can remove it like this and store it in your backpack, for example, if you ride a technical off-road. And when you go back to the road, just put it back, secure it with the locks, and you're ready to go. Fantastic feature. I'll use it with pleasure. So far, I spent 770 euros, but this is not everything. I need another at least 300 euros to change my clutch plates, only the Ferrado plates. I already ordered them, and with the labor, everything will be around 300 euros. And then I'm gonna need new tires and tubes as well. This will be an additional around 300 euros. And by the way, I plan to use the tires that I have right now until the end of Turkey, maybe on the end of Georgia, and then replace with the new tires that I will take with me. The reason of that is because the asphalt in Turkey is very different. It's very grainy and eat the tires very quick. We have around 2,000 and little bit more kilometers in Turkey, and if we use the new tires in the summer in very hot temperature, probably about 30–40% of the tire's life will be gone in Turkey. That's why we're gonna change it at the end of Turkey or maybe even at the end of Georgia. So the total will actually be more than 1,300 euros so far. And you may say, oh, Paul, this is too much. You just did so many things that are not necessary. They might last whatever kilometers. Maybe you have the right to think this way, but I'm different. And in my opinion, prevention is the best protection. You might also say that you don't have so much money to spend before the trip, but it is not going to be cheaper if you have a breakdown situation on the road. So in my opinion, if you don't have enough money, if you're on a budget, you definitely need to do all of this before the trip when you still can control the situation and your budget. Once you start, everything will be completely different. And this could be applied to everything, not only the motorcycle. Physical and mental preparation, the level of riding skills that you have, and the ability to make right decisions under pressure. I talk a lot about these things in my online course, Adventure Riding Without Illusions. It is made for riders who want to go to a different level, to travel with confidence and control the situation all the time instead of relying only on good luck. You can find more information in the description down below. Anyway, I really hope that this video will be helpful to at least one person. Press like or dislike, whatever it deserves. If you subscribe, even better. Check the links below and see you in the next one. Ciao.